Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to talk about conditional statements. As if you have my CIT 111 class, I've taught the basic of conditional statements, but there was a couple things I wanted to show you that you could do with conditional statements that are kind of a little affiliate with swing. So that's why we have it in the swing library here. Let's see here, let's get started. Alright. So I'm going to create under source, I'm going to create a package called IfStatements. And I'm going to create a class. I'm going to do class. And I'm just going to call it main for now. And I'm going to choose my public static void here. There we go. Alright, so we're going to get started here. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is add some libraries. We're going to start off with the import Java x.swing, and then we're going to do the import Java x.swing.jOptions option pane. Sorry. There we go. Alright, and we'll start off with the basic stuff, and then we'll work into some other cool things that you can do with it. So let's start down here. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to give it some type of variable that we've already talked about, probably in one of our classes. I'll say 39, 30, that's fine. Actually, let's give it my age. I'm only 21, so who's kidding here? Alright, so if total score equals 21, and then I'll do a conditional statement here like we've learned. I'll say if total score equals 21, can't type. We're going to do our condition here. So we're going to say, does it equal 30 or 21? And then, this is a simple thing. We'll just, but as you see, we did this in class. Okay, sorry, system.out.println, yes, the total score is equal to plus total score. And we, if we run this, we're going to get the event of this down here. We've already gone over this. So what we want to do is we want to include it as if we're using a swing method. So what we do here is we type in jOption pane dot. We're going to look for show message dialog. Only if you can spell right. Then you're going to pass parameters. You're going to pass the null value, and then you're going to pass the message that you want to display. I'm going to say the total score is, and we'll do the same thing, plus to add it on, and we'll say total score. Oops. And end it there. So now if I run it, this piece here, that's going to go to my second screen, I know it. So it brings up and says the total score is 21. So this is one way that you could use Java Swing jOption pane and put your information in there. Now this will be something that you'll do when you do your project with Swing. This will be a functionality that you can add. Okay. So let's add an else condition and add something else. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm going to say else. And then I'm going to add another statement here. I'm going to say, now this is where we're going to do something different. I'm going to say jOption pane dot show message dialog, which you could just copy the information above. That's fine. We're going to pass in the null value because we don't need anything there, and then we're going to put something here differently. So we're going to actually add another message here and say, the total score is not equal to plus total score, but what we're going to add is we're going to add a little bit different information here. See, did I do it right? Yeah. So we're going to do comma. I'm going to do jOption. I'm actually going to make this a little bit further over here so I have some room to show you. So I'm going to do jOption pane dot error message. As you see, it pops it up here. I'm going to choose error message. And there we go. So what we're going to do here is, did I spell that right? Okay, so I had to change around here. For some reason, we can't add the value like this. So for right now, I'm going to do 21 just to get my point across, and then we'll fix that out. So we have the value equals 21, so I'm going to make it 231 because we know it's not going to equal that. So now when I run it, I'm going to get a different message. I'm going to get this message right here. It says the total score is not equal to 21. But you notice here we have this exclamation mark. That is okay, and it looks a little bit fancier, a little bit different. How we got that is because we added to the method. When you add, so when you click on, let me hit OK. When you click on show message dialog and go to open declaration, you see you have different things that you could add to your component. So this is your method. And these are parameters that you can add to it. So what we did here is we added the null value, which would be the component, parent component, no problem. There's a message area, which we added a message. There's a title area, which we could have gave it a title. We could have said, what can we call this? CCAC. Okay, so we could add that. We give it a title. And that's why we couldn't add the plus total score, because it consists that it was the title and it wasn't going to work. And then we have int message type. Okay, so the message type was this right here, error message. So as you notice that when we typed an error message right here, let me do it again. You notice that the value is an integer, so it gives it some type of parameter value. And it knows that when you do that, it's going to print that icon out there. So what I did is, the only thing I did differently here is added a title. So I'm going to save this guy here and run him again. See this? Now you have a title up here, CCAC, score is not equal to 21. So that is how you add that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit fancier, okay? So what we're going to do here is, we're going to add something else, but we're going to add a location image. Okay, so what you need to do is go to this website. Let's look it up here. It's www. Now you can enter anyone in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be flat icon. But I'm going to go to business. Actually, let me just do packs, see if it pulls anything up. Alright, so what you could do is here you could come to any of these locations and find something that's free. You don't want to buy anything just to play around with it. So if I came over here and you could pick any of these to download. So for example, I already have one downloaded, but let's say I was going to download this guy right here. So I would click on it. There is a free download somewhere. That's not the one. Alright, where is the free download? Let me go to the one that I know is free. So if I go to packs, business and finance 11, that should bring me up the free ones. Alright, free babies here. These guys are free. So if I was going to do this guy here, oops. Alright, so as you see here, I could download this for free, so there's no cost. You want to download PNG, okay? When you're adding any type of image to anything, you want to use PNG because it's going to create something that has a background that's transparent. Then you pick the size, whether you want 16, 14, 32, whatever. I think I had picked 32, okay? So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back to my code. Let's get out of here. Alright, I'm going to go back to my code and I'm going to type in something else. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to save your information, then you want to drag your icon in. So let me locate my information. 1 second. Alright, so I've located my location here. I have this icon here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in this icon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag this guy over to the if statements here. It's going to say you want to copy or link it. You want to copy it because if you link it, then it's always going to be linked to that directory. Alright, so now you notice here I have icon.png there. Alright, so now we grab this image and icon and we threw it in there. So now I'm going to type in J option pane dot show message dialog. I'm going to use the null value when we pass that in. I'm going to say something different here. I'm going to say this is a warning only. And then I'm going to do comma. We're going to add a title and call it my app, my CCAC app. Okay, and then I'm going to add another comma. We're going to do the J option pane dot. This time I'm going to do information message. Okay, and then I'm going to move this over so we have room to type. We're going to add a new image. So how you do that is you do new image icon, and then you put the URL. So for those of you who are using a Mac, you're going to do wherever you have it at. So I have this in my users folder. And then the name of my computer. So if you're using a PC, it's going to be C:/ maybe if you have your users, documents, name, whatever. That's the thing that you're going to do. But when you're using a Mac, you have to do it this way. So I'm going to put downloads icon.png, and then I'm going to have a semicolon at the end there and hit return. So we know that it's going to hit this, and what's going to happen is it's going to hit this guy first and this guy second. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to run it. Alright, so it brings up this message, which we already know. Hit OK. Now look what it brings up now. It says my CCA app. This is a warning only, and look here. We added our own icon to this. So these are things that you can do with your project in conditional statements. Makes it look a little fancier, makes it look a little bit nicer. This is just all learning. So someone asked, how are we going to apply this to what we're learning? Well, you know, right now this, you can add this right here, and then once we start really coding in the swing, this is something extra that you can add. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I will post this information on my GitHub website, and I will publish that on our Blackboard, and you'll have that information as well. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Thanks, and thanks for listening. Good day.